hotel quarantine will still go ahead for returning residents, but this is around the concern that some New South Wales residents wanting to come home that are stuck at the border may be experiencing financial hardship and can't actually afford that hotel quarantine. Well, now for the next month, there's a month's grace in those hotel fees, and it will be paid for by the state government. Here's the Premier with more.
New South Wales residents coming back from Victoria who must come back through Sydney. Yes, you do have to do hotel quarantine. That doesn't change, but you won't be required to pay for it. We don't want to see a backlog of people waiting because they can't afford it or because they're having certain hardship.
ACT residents wanting to return as well, stuck at the border, will have 4 days to return to Canberra. They must travel between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. New South Wales Police will be assisting people with that journey. So that is good news for people wanting to return back. The state government is making it a little bit easier for that to go ahead. 18 new cases recorded in New South Wales in the past 24 hours, all up to Tuesday night. 13 are locally acquired cases linked to known sources. 2 came from Victoria, 1 in hotel quarantine that came from overseas. But of concern are 2 not previously linked to any known cases. 1 including at the Lady of Mercy College in Parramatta, which is the latest school to have to close for 14 days while contact tracers try and figure out where that came from. Also, the wording around mask wearing in New South Wales getting a little bit more firm now from the New South Wales government. Health Minister Brad Hazzard not mincing his words around when people should be wearing masks in the state in certain situations.
On public transport, you really should be wearing a mask. We're not making it mandatory at this stage, but we're certainly saying to the community, wear a mask. You're doing yourself a favour and you're doing your fellow citizens a favour. It's one more step. If you're in the shopping centres, as was just said, wear a mask. If you go to church, if you're in a place of worship, wear a mask.
Now, judging by the language that was being used from this press conference, I wouldn't be surprised if the state government starts regulating mask wearing in certain situations, particularly if numbers do start to rise across the state. They were making mention that tougher measures on mask wearing may be ahead for the state. Also, the message to people in northwest and western Sydney, where the majority of these coronavirus cases are in the state, even if you have the mildest symptoms, do come forward and get tested. Back to you.